Hello students, today we will learn about our next topic, that is phanerogams. Before this we learn about the division 3 Pteridophyta, that is from cryptogams. All these plants reproduce by spore formation. They are called cryptogams as their reproductive organs cannot be seen, means here they have given the meaning of cryptos means hidden, gams means reproductive organs. Today let's we start our next topic, phanerogams. Plants which have special structure for reproduction and produce seeds are called phanerogams. Those plants having their special structure for reproduction and that plants produce seeds, they are called phanerogams. In these plants, after the process of reproduction, seeds are formed which contain the embryo and stored food. During germination of the seed, the stored food is used for the initial growth of the embryo. Depending upon whether seeds are enclosed in a fruit or not, phanerogams are classified into gymnosperms and angiosperm. During germination of the seeds, the stored food is used for initial growth of the embryo. Students, we know that the extra food material, when the plants are produced, they are stored into the seeds, different parts of the plants, and from that parts one of the seed is also they are storing food, and that food is using initial growth of the embryo. Let's we see the two groups of the phanerogams, that is first gymnosperms. We have given here division first, gymnosperms. Here observe all garden plants like cycas, Christmas tree, hibiscus, lily, etc. and compare them. Note the similarities and differences among them. Which differences did you notice between gymnosperms and angiosperms? So first we have given the information about the gymnosperms. Here we have given the picture of cycas and gymnosperms. Gymnosperms are mostly evergreen, perennial and woody. Their stems are without branches. The leaves form a crown. These plants bear male and female flowers on different sporophylls of the same plants. So what structure we have given of the gymnosperms plants? Mostly that plants are evergreen. Here we have given the example of cycas, that is also evergreen. Next feature what we have given here, their stem are without branches. See, its stems doesn't have branches. The leaves form a crown. The leaves, they looks like a crown. These plants bear male and female flowers on different sporophylls of the same plants. On the same plants we can see there is a male and female flowers. Seeds of these plants do not have natural covering, that is, these plants do not form fruits and are therefore called gymnosperms. So why they are called the gymnosperms, that we have given here. Seeds of these plants do not have natural covering, means their seeds are open, that is, these plants do not form fruits and are therefore they are called the gymnosperms. Here meaning we have given the gymnos means necked and sperms means seeds, means necked seeds we can see on these gymnosperms plants. Some example we have given here. Example, that is cycas, pisces, that is Christmas tree, thuja, that is called morpankhi, pinus, it is called devdar, etc. Next division we have given second, that is angiosperms. Activity we have given here, that is actually reduced from the syllabus, but let's we see what we have given there. Soak the seeds of corn, beans, groundnut, tamarind, mango, wheat etc. in water for 8 to 10 hours. After they are soaked, check each seed to see whether it divides into 2 equal halves or not, and categorize them accordingly. So you have to make the 2 parts of these seeds, or you have to categorize that seeds if that is when that is soaked, and after that if that is divided into 2 equal halves, that one section you have to make, and then another related to those seeds cannot be divided into 2 halves. Like this you have to make or separate them. The flowers these plants bear are their reproductive organs. Flowers develop into fruits and seeds are formed within fruits. Thus, these seeds are covered, hence they are called angiosperms. Definition of these angiosperms we have given here. The flowers of these plants bear are their reproductive organs. Main organ of these plants, reproductive organ, that is the flowers, and flowers develop into fruits, and then seeds are formed within the fruits. Thus these seeds are covered, and hence they are called angiosperms. Angios means cover and sperms means seeds. Means covered seeds we can see in this division, that is angiosperms. The plants whose seeds cannot be divided into 2 equal halves are dicotyledonous, are called dicotyledonous plants, and those whose seeds cannot be divided into equal parts are called monocotyledonous plants. From their seeds we can make the 2 groups of these plants also. If their seeds divided into 2 equal halves, they are called the dicotyledonous plants, and if those seeds cannot be divided into 2 equal parts, they are called monocotyledonous plants. Here we have given table of dicotyledonous plants and monocotyledonous plants. Actually this is also reduced from our syllabus, but here we have given some different points in dicotyledonous plants and monocotyledonous plants. Related some characteristics. First we have given the seeds. Seeds in dicotyledonous plants, they are 2 cotyledonous. In monocotyledonous seeds, they are single cotyledonous, means it cannot be divided into 2 halves or 2 parts. Roots well developed, primary roots or tap roots we can see in dicotyledonous plants. Monocotyledonous plants, their roots are fibrous roots. Stem in dicotyledonous plants, that is strong, hard. Example, banyan tree. Then in monocotyledonous plants, their stems hollow. Example, bamboo, false. Example, banana, disc like. Example, onion. Then leaf of these dicotyledonous plants, reticulate venation, and in monocotyledonous plants, parallel venation. You have already learned about the structure of the root, stem, leaves. Related to that we have given the differentiation of these plants here. Then next, related to flower information we have given here. Dicotyledonous plants flower are with 4 or 5 parts or in their multiples, that is tetramerous or pentamerous. we can see the flowers are 3 petals, and sometimes it can be a 5 petals we can observe in these plants. And the flowers of monocotyledonous plants, flowers with 3 parts or in multiple of 3, that is called trimerous flowers. Next, in short, we have given the classification of kingdom Plantae. Plants are divided into 2 parts, that is cryptogams, phanerogams. We have learned about this in this lesson, and short chart we have given of this lesson. In cryptogams we have already learned about the Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. And phanerogams, they are again divided into 2 parts, gymnosperms and angiosperms. And in angiosperms again that is divided into 2 or classified into 2 parts, that is dicotyledonous and monocotyledonous plants. Here we complete our lesson 6, classification of plants.